had a little bit of time today, so I decided to film. I wasn't planning on it, but then I had a video idea come in mind, but also I had the time, so yeah. So you're getting a Q&A because there is a few things I did want to kind of like really let you in on and stuff that I feel like I never really brought up. Some of it has to do with the Abby Zoom class, some of it doesn't. So the first question was, have you always been a good dancer, or was that something that you had to work on? The answer to that was in the sense that, like, I always been really good at picking up choreography very fast, and I always, like, naturally had the technique. So for me, a lot of dance stuff I naturally just had, and so in that case, I would say that was something that I was just gifted with, and I am so happy, and I'm thankful for that because I love dance, and like naturally having so much is like just amazing. So the next question is, was there ever a style of dance or a dance routine or something that you were really hard on yourself because you didn't think you would be as good at it? This is actually a yes. Hip hop. I basically was really hard on it. So basically, I naturally had the technique. I always been really technical. I always been really good at technique. Like, that's something that there's no doubting. Hey, Sam. Come here. Hey, Sammy. My love. I love you, Sam. I love you so much. But yeah, pretty much I always been very technical. I always been really good at knowing my technique in that situation. But because of that reason, and then, no, this is honestly true. So like the first dance, or like one of, like when I first started taking dance, I don't think it was like one of my first weeks. It might, wait, I remember. It was the second week of me having like ballet shoes and tap shoes. We were at dance class, and there was like a moment that we were just chilling, like kind of talking with like the teacher, and somehow we got on the topic of hip hop or something, and she was like, I personally think that you're a very technical dancer, you could probably do hip hop and be really good at it, but because you're so technical, you might have to work extra hard on hip hop, because hip hop is very much not technique, and it's very different, and it's very much the performance element, and it's very much hitting it hard and making it precise and all of this, and that's stuff that I'm not used to, so I was really, really hard on myself about hip hop. I always have been, all the way up to like a while ago. So, I was practicing I was practicing a hip hop scene for I Wish I Would Have Told Him Sooner, and I came up with a little bit of choreography be just to like work on my hip hop. And I filmed it just so I could see what you would be seeing, just so I could see if I need to refilm it, like what the plan was. And I ended up the next day putting it in a video, so you could see. And I said, drop a like on it if you think I'm somewhat good at hip hop or really good at hip hop, like even somewhat good at hip hop. And don't do anything if you think I'm not so good, like, because I didn't want to get a bunch of dislikes, also with the fact that, like, I worked so hard that, like, that would kind of just destroy me. So, it had been out for, like, maybe a few hours or something, and I looked and on it, because I always like to see, like, I always like checking on my videos and like seeing how many likes and that sort of stuff, because it brings me a lot of joy. It makes me understand your hard work is slowly paying off. Okay, this is bugging me. Let me fix that. Sorry. A piece of tape wasn't pressed down and was bugging me, and I saw that it had 2 likes on it, and I got really excited about that because it meant because it definitely showed me you're putting too much on you for something that's not even real. So that was definitely a thing, but then, and I was always really hard on myself when it came to hip hop, because here's the thing, I love hip hop. Like, hip hop is fun, I love it, but I'm definitely, my favorite style of dance is probably contemporary. I love contemporary because I get to perform, I get to pull out my leaps, my turns, and I get to like really let go and have fun. And I like technique. Like, technique is something that I'm like, if I have to, I'll definitely sit through, I'll do it. But like, at the same time, sorry, I'm checking something. I'm checking something really quick. Sorry, I was checking. But I was always really hard on myself with hip hop because I just always was. Considering that up to the Zoom class, I never took a hip hop class. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I watched so many of them, and I tried to learn as much as I could. But I was always like, oh, I'm always gonna be behind on hip hop. Oh, I'm never gonna be like really good at hip hop, in that situation. And then I took the Zoom class, and actually, when we got to hip hop, which was done by Melissa. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sammy. Yeah. Are you happy right now? I think it's scratching your bed. but yeah, I was always like in that zone. And so we took, or the hip hop teacher was a woman named Melissa, really good. And she definitely, I feel like, here's the thing, what I noticed from her and Abby, because I did pop in and say hi to Gianna Martellos. But then after that, I didn't take the class by Gianna Martellos. Nothing up against her. I love her. But, like, family was coming, like, literally family was here. Like, I saw them pulling up. And at first, my sister pulled up, and I went, like, well, I can go a few more minutes, like. And then, and so I finished up hip hop. And then, my niece was here, or was pulling up, and I went, like, nope. So I said hi and then left. But the difference between the two was Abby was very much was very like Abby, like she told you what to do and you had to, like, you could kind of watch and see what everyone was doing, which was nice because some of the words she was using was like technical words and like stuff that like I was never trained technically in like the vocabulary, but I got into where now I watch so many dance videos that you can say, give me an arabesque and I'll give you one. You can tell me some words and I'll do it. Give me a switch sleep and I'll like do it. Like there's some stuff that I definitely learned a lot about, like the technical words and stuff. So yeah. So I just kind of watched people and like saw what they were doing and started doing it myself, just because again I'm behind on that. And so it was really interesting, like versus with Melissa, she was very different. Like with her, she definitely had some encouraging moments, which I kind of liked, but I also didn't. I like a teacher that's straight and hard with me. Like I hate when a dance teacher is like, "Oh, you're doing great." Like I like them to point out every mistake, tell it to me how it is, and don't try to go around it and be like, "Oh, not like." I like to know it because that's what's going to improve me. And telling me that I'm great when I'm not isn't doing anything. You're just holding me back from getting to where I should be. Versus telling me how it is, telling me every mistake that I'm making, and pushing me to fix it. So then I get where I need to be. And if you can't handle, like, here's my thing. If you can't handle a tough dance teacher, you're not built to be a dancer. Because with dance, it is a cutthroat thing. Like, dance is very much a, thing where it's extremely hard. It's very challenging. Like, because most of it is based off of people's opinions. Like when you go to a competition, it's up to the judges' opinions, whether they like you or not. So yeah, like it definitely is challenging, but she basically, at the end of her class, sorry, I'm checking one more thing. But yeah, we were getting ready to do it for the final time, and at this point my thing was, when we first started the hip hop class, I was trying to figure it out. I wasn't doing horrible, but I feel like I was also putting too much on me and being this is your one shot. You either come out, do amazing, nail it, learn something from it, wow the teacher Melissa, and wow everyone on the Zoom class, or you fail, and when you fail, that's all anyone's ever going to remember you by, until you get up and do it again, and you be 1,000 times better than everyone else. Like that situation. And then, but that's honestly true, and even now, I do that with all my dancing. I'm like, okay, you have two options. You can do amazing, wow everyone, and make everyone want to work with you, or you can do horrible and fail and make everyone say, oh, we'll forget about her, she's not worth it. And even now, I still do that. I would not recommend doing that, but for me, that's what works. That's what works. It makes me push harder. It makes me train in 8 to 10 hours a day if I have to. It makes me be a stronger competitor. Makes me worth more. Because you're only as good as your last performance. And if your last performance was a second place performance, then you're gonna be remembered as a second place dancer, not a first place winning champion. That situation. Please don't unsubscribe. This is not me saying it to you. This is me telling you this is what I think in my mind. And this is what I do to myself. But I would not recommend this, I should probably take my own advice, but for me it works. So I want to also but then at the very, once, I want to say a little bit later, or still taking the class, I started getting a little bit more confident, and I started figuring it out very fast and just nailing it pretty good. And then but there was still something missing, and then we were getting ready to run it for one final time, which was incredible. Sorry, I had to clear some notifications. And I'm going to give you a few seconds, and I want you to think of something that you want to work on in this routine, something that you want to improve on, whether that's nailing the choreography, whether that's hitting it harder, whatever it is, something that you want to improve on. And I want you to keep that in mind and try your best for this last performance to fix it. So I did. At first I went what do I want to improve on? And I went I'm going to go out and I'm going to nail this and hit it as hard and prove that, hey, I can be a hip hop dancer just as well as a ballerina. And that's what I did. I just thought of it in my mind. And at this point, my sister was already here. So that was like, and then I did it. And then afterwards, I went like, cause I was watching myself on the Zoom thing. And I went like, wow, I did this. I'm really proud. So, yeah, that was something really cool. Today we actually, I picked up the sample cards for my room. We picked out 3 sample cards. So my room is going to be a color that is called Terrorizing Teal. It's a nice teal color. So that can be the walls. Then we have like some sort of like, it's a very light like fuchsia color for the letters, and then the trim, and also like, fun fact, I have like this extra like trim, like halfway, like, okay, I'm just gonna show you. See that like, wait, let me get my white stuff. Yeah, that's also like extra, which is helpful because it has these hooks on the end, and which I might put more of because they're very helpful for just hanging things up. But that is all going to be a very nice, like, light orangey yellow gold color. It's like it's basically like a yellowy gold color, but it has a hint of orange. Now here's the thing, it sounds like it's not gonna match, but when you see it together, it's gonna match, and it's gonna be really, really cool, because it's kind of, at first my dad went like, you're not gonna like paint the trim, and I'm like, well, I will. And then yellow, like a yellow gold. I gotta get filming because I have to get ready to do my makeup. So, I actually probably won't wear makeup for this scene because I am about to film a scene that I kind of don't want to use makeup for. So, yeah. But, I just want to come on here and tell you that. So, hey guys. So, I am going to move this real quick. And I didn't get much done on the filming. I wish I would have told him soon, as I wanted to, because the camera basically wasn't charged. So, yeah, but I did get a little bit done, so I'm, like, not upset. This is going to be a short vlog, but I got some fun news. Basically, okay, like, tomorrow, we're gonna probably sign me up. Which is, at first, I was debating if I was gonna do the same class that I did last Sunday. It was really fun. But this week, it's gonna be different, because this week it is legs, feet, and warm up with Abby, and then it's ballet with Andrew, I'm pretty sure, and then musical theater with Gianna Martellos. So that's exciting, but the thing with me was that the price went up. Like, he kind of lied to my mom though. Here's why, like, my dad's in on it, like, it's fine. Because basically my mom worries about money, and she worries about money because she grew up not, like, having that option to spend money, like, very much going without, and so now, like, now that we actually can spend money and stuff, she's like, no, we gotta save it, like, what if something happens? We need to save the money, and So it became kind of an issue. So anything too pricey, she gets mad. And this class is actually $60, not $40. So we lied to her. And she asked how much it was, and I went like $45. And because she doesn't really know that last time it was actually 40. Like she kind of knew, but she forgot. So yeah, she thinks it's 40. My dad knows everything, like we're good. Wait, it was actually $50 last time, so like, yeah. But I was very much debating on it because, again, it is like kind of pricier, and I usually wouldn't go that much, especially since I'm paying for it. But because it makes sense that pricier, it is ballet, musical theater, and leg speed and warm up, and like musical theater is something that you gotta know. I feel like especially if you're gonna be on Broadway as a dancer and stuff. I feel like I don't exactly know, but you need to know like these stuff. This stuff. Now here's the plus side. I am actually professionally trained in ballet, so I know a little bit, but not much. So that's good. And it's a very much technique thing. I feel like that's good. So yeah, at first I was very much debating about it, and today I made the decision. Like, I realized that it's only $10 more, and because the last one was $50. My mom thinks it's like 45, but like, see ya. But yeah, so but today I went like, this is the best thing for me. I have to have an answer by Sunday. Tomorrow is Friday. So, wait, why? I just realized that I keep finding out on like Thursdays. And then having like 2 full days. And on the last time I found out on earlier in the day. So like, that's weird. Maybe next time I'm hoping that won't. But at this point, my mom went like, you realize you're not going to get any allowance or anything. And I'm like, I know that. Like, we already talked about that. Like, how I'm the one paying for it. Don't worry, he's playing with the toy. I'm the one paying for it, it makes sense. And I straight up looked at her and I went like, she went like, well, you have an issue with, like, you like to spend money. And I'm like, just because I like to spend money, yes, I do like to. It's fun, it's good. But at the same time, because for me, I do like spending money. It's fun, like, it's good because I get like a little, like, I get something out of it, like that situation. And like, it's just fun for me. For me, also, a lot of the times when I spend money, it's on things to benefit my dance career, like the dance blocks, the hanging stretcher that went to that little girl. The JoJo leotard also went to that little girl because it didn't fit me anymore. Let's see, the dance hammock. Sorry, I just finished eating, and it made me want to cough. So, don't worry, he's playing with the toy. Because I can see him from here, he's fine, but yeah. I would much rather, or invest my money into something that is potentially is the best thing for my career, it's the best thing for my dance career, all of that and stuff like. It's the best thing for it. Like that situation. And versus anything else. Hey Sam. But yeah, it's like I would much rather invest my money into something that is the best thing and for my dance career, my overall career, versus spend money, like, and also to live a big dream of mine, to be training with Abby and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, at this point, I'm very, very happy with this. And the thing I'm looking forward to doing, actually, is probably legs, feet, and warm up, because I love a leg, feet, and warm up because it's helping my flexibility, all of that. But at the same time, it is tiring. Like, it is honestly tiring, and it's really hard because I'm behind on flexibility. Like, okay, I'm gonna be straight up truthful and honest with you right here, like I always am. My flexibility has improved. It's definitely made a massive improvement from where it started, but it still is over the top horrible. So, yeah. So, yeah, so tomorrow we are signing me up for that. At first, they didn't really say specifically yes, but no, but then I kind of talked about it with Dad, and he said tomorrow we'll look at it, and if it's exactly like he said, which it is, which is, and we know this week that it doesn't start until 11, and for us it's California time versus, yeah, so we know that. So last week we didn't know that. We thought it was our time. And the difference is between 8 o'clock our time is actually, only let me do math. Pretty sure it's 5. Yeah, so it's 5 a.m. their time. So yeah. But this week it's only 3 hours. Last week it was 4. And each teacher had an hour and 20 minutes of their class. But this also, I gotta consider, this is actually really good because we were paying $60 to go to the Civic Center and take class once a week. And we were getting very easy beginner stuff, very easy beginner like stuff versus, and we were all weekend same 3 styles, which was ballet, leaps and turns, earns, modern jazz, and tap. Versus this, we're getting, and also it was only 1 hour for all 3. Versus this is kind of the same price, but every week we're paying, obviously, like we're paying every week. And so you're not paying for like the month, which is kind of the downer, unlike the Civic Center where $60 for the whole month. But like at this point, we're getting 3 hours every week, or 4. So half we get 4, but we're getting different styles. But so far, both weeks had the legs, feet, and warm up. And by warm up, I mean that was not part of it. Like, yeah. Yeah, so that's good. This week I am gonna try to get on there 5 minutes before, or like 8 o'clock California time. The reasoning is because they started it like 2 minutes before or something like that. And I like basically like got a very quick warm up, and I feel like that had part of to do like, cause I think that had something to do with my flexibility, because in the class I went like, this is bad even for me. So I think I'm gonna try to like get in here 5 minutes early so we can like kind of have 5 minutes to like warm up. And what I like to do as a warm up is I like to do leaps, turns, and I like to start stretching and stuff like that. And that's kind of just my warm up and stuff like that. Yeah, he's here. But it's like the best thing for me. So at first I wasn't going to, but this time, today I went like, I kind of have no choice at this point. Like, if I don't, well, I have a choice, obviously, like, yeah, but like, if I don't do it, I'm wasting a very, very big opportunity. You go, Jessel, and see, we're having an amazing morning. Okay. Sorry, I was checking something. I happened to check Jessel and Sea's Instagram story, and she said, having an amazing morning. So I went like, had an amazing morning. So I went like, you go. Like, we love an amazing morning. I'm probably just going to wear the exact same outfit that I wore last time, because that I really liked. I really liked that outfit. I kind of want to wear like my black leotard because that's long sleeve and it's more ballet appropriate. But I'm not going to because it picks up on dust so fast. Like, I'll literally take it out of the drawer and it will be covered in dust. I love you, my baby. But yeah, I like that I get to like do what I love. Like, here's the thing, like, my career is so amazing and I love it so much, But like lately, I've just been really loving it even more because like I've been getting so much joy and that sort of stuff from it. And lately I've just been opening up to a lot of opportunities, and it's really great. I figured out what I'm gonna put in that ear because I want to like take down like the painting and like put something up there and stuff. So I'm gonna make. I haven't decided. I'm probably not gonna do it there. I might. Well, and I'm gonna make a wall. That's gonna be like my success wall or my fame wall, and it's like anytime like it's all in my big fame and like my success and stuff. So yeah, because I'm marking my ticket in a little bit, like probably after this actually. Only my ticket from last week because they don't like. Here's the thing. Sam, come here. Do you want to go out? Yeah. Okay, I'll let my Sammy out. Here you go. Sorry, he wanted out. Probably because my parents are eating. And he loves him at dinner time. But yeah, so when you get on there, pretty much how this works is that they send you an email like the night before or something, and it has a link to like a video that you can watch to kind of get like a little like idea of what you'll be doing. But it also gives you the code for Zoom. And so yeah, we are pretty sure that it's the same code because when we clicked on Zoom and put in that code in, it said this a continuing meeting or Zoom meeting or a frequent Zoom meeting, meaning that this happens all the time using this code probably. But yeah, I want to mark but you don't actually, the ticket, I don't understand it because you kind of don't need it. Like, no, you kind of don't need it in the sense that the ticket itself is kind of pointless. I guess it's just so you can, like, it's kind of like, oh, like your reward thing. Yeah. I'm going to show you last week's ticket, but here it is. Is there any? But yeah. So you know that it's the same time as last week. No, what happened was last week I almost got disappointed because I didn't think it was happening at first because we hopped on at 8 in the morning and not thinking, oh, it's 5 a.m. in California, like, and so we're 3 hours ahead of California, which I woke up at literally 6 a.m. Well, I woke up sooner than that and then just laid there until 6, and then we, like, got up. Thinking it was at 8 in the morning. No. Actually, for us, it's not until 11 o'clock. So, yeah. It kind of works out because then I get more time to, like, get ready. Like I have, like, a good amount of time to, like, get ready, you know, like, I do my hair and makeup, like, that sort of, and I try not to really wear a lot of makeup or anything. So yeah, I'm excited. Tomorrow we are signing me up because today we just don't, like, today we, like, since it's kind of later, and also I'm about to start writing a song, but this is gonna be your vlog because I honestly am not doing anything else. Like, I went and got my blood drawn today. Like, I'm excited to be doing this again this week. But last week, I didn't think it was happening because I hopped on at 8 in the morning, and at first I started panicking because, like, we couldn't figure out what was the Zoom code or anything, and, like, it was a mess, and I was like, it's happening without me, and, like, all of this. Then we got in, and it said this Zoom meeting had not started, and the owner will start it in a little bit. And so my dad finally, like, I waited for like 2 hours, and then finally my dad came in, and he was like, here's the deal. And I'm like, oh no, this is bad, because it always is bad. Like, when he says, here's the deal, like, I know nothing good comes after. But shockingly, it was good for once. You know, like, it doesn't start for like another hour, because Abby just emailed me saying that starts in 1 hour. And I'm like, okay, so now we know. So yeah, that's good. So yeah. So yeah, that was really good. And like, yeah, last week was just a lot of fun. There was one point in the class we were like doing some, I forget what it was, and she was like, pretend and that when I could walk, me getting over there and stepping on your shoulder, and I'm like, ugh. But then, and it worked, and I was like, well, Abby's tough. I didn't have like the reaction. I just went like didn't expect that to be what she was gonna say, but like, it's cool. Like, she knows what she's doing, and so I literally pretended that, and yeah, then I kind of like slowly, like near the very end, I went like, I'm gonna kind of like just keep going because, like, you know, like, this is what she wants. Even though I feel like I could have gotten better or done it better if I didn't pretend that, but like, you know, she knows what she's doing. I trust my dance career in her hands, or training, you know, like, I trust that she'll train me good and give it to me how it is. So yeah. I'm like, last week was really fun. Like, I feel like I'm most excited for like the musical theater, because here's the thing, is that legs, feet, like the legs and feet thing, and that takes a lot of, like, that is tiring. Like, it's very tiring. It's fun, but it's tiring. Ballet, on the other hand, I can do ballet. I personally do kind of like ballet. It's not my favorite style. It's probably my second to least favorite style. Well, my least favorite is tap, because I still love tap. I'm always scared of slipping. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited. Also because musical theater, I never taken a class on that, and that sounds fun. Like, just sounds honestly really fun. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go work on this song. I'm gonna put stuff back in the recording studio, and yeah, for right now, and then get ready, get my room somewhat ready for Zoom classes on Sunday. Much later at night. It's like 8:30, and I'm ending the vlog with like a little Q&A portion because I did kind of want to make up for the fact that I didn't vlog much today, because today was very much a just watch YouTube and TikTok sort of day, because I love that sort of day, and I just kind of needed a little more chill day. So I want to end the vlog with like a Q&A portion because I realized that I never ended the vlog. So the first question that I came up with is, what is your favorite thing about your career and your job? Is it something that you have the freedom of doing, or what is it? This is the question that I feel like is one of the hardest questions to answer, because my career and my job is so amazing. I love it all. And there's really not a right answer to that, because there's just so many things that I love about it. I love the fact that I can wear my hair extensions, and with dance and competing and that sort of stuff. It's really, really hard, because the colors and stuff kind of bring attention to you and stuff, and I feel like that's not always good on stage, because the fact that it's not good. And because when you're dancing on stage, you want people to look at your dancing, not your colorful hair extensions. But when each part of my job has its own really fun element. With YouTube and Instagram, I can wear my hair. I can just be myself, and that's really fun. With dancing, I can do so many. I can just have fun and let go. That's really fun. And honestly, with singing, I just get to make a bunch of awesome, really fun music. I'm actually checking an Instagram thing that I posted on my story real quick, because okay. Okay, I'm actually down to work on a song about that. Literally, that's gonna be so fun. Sorry, I posted an Instagram thing asking for different ideas or concepts that you guys would like to hear me create a song about. And they're actually one of my backup dancers, their Bella's replacement, replied to that. And they had the funniest reply, but honestly, I'm down for, which is to make a song about them. And I'm okay, I like when I can actually do songs over the funniest thing. And honestly, it works out because I can do a thank you song. A little I also because I do have, okay, just so you know, with this, I can't be copyrighted even if I say their name in the song, because first up, I don't know if you can be copyrighted by that. I'm pretty sure you can, I'm not sure. Well, so I do have direct permission, and in that case, it's a different story, I feel like. So I probably won't be copyrighted and for saying their name, like. Okay, I think they meant to put thanks, but they misspelled it because it very much looks like thanks. You're welcome. So let's stay tuned because apparently soon I'll have a song coming out about one of my backup dancers. Yeah, it's gonna be a little solo song, so it's just gonna be me and the music. I have some fun idea for that. Why am I so down? But each part of my career has its own fun things. Even the modeling part, I try not to do a lot of modeling, but I definitely do some. I have booked one job for modeling once, which was a Justice fashion show, where that was a lot of fun. By we, I mean me and Bella's sister both did it, and we got to go pick out any two outfits that we wanted in the store. Of course, I went very unicorn rainbow side. And then we each had a dressing room, and then yeah, and then we got to just and put on the outfits, do a little fashion show with it. It was a fun little thing, and it was my first professional environment sort of thing, so it was really fun. And that's one of my favorite things I ever done in my career because it was fun, and even though I don't do much modeling, I try to keep it with the acting, the singing, the dancing, the performing sort of stuff. But all of my, every part of my job is amazing. And I'm actually at first was annoyed that I had the hair extension, that the slide in hair extension. But actually I'm not too annoyed now because they actually are really cool. Really cool. And what I mean by slide in one, and the only thing that I don't like about them, which is an easy fix of just layering them, is that the top part, cause they slide in, the top part kind of, unless you layer them, it can be a little weird, but if you layer them, it actually looks good. But yeah, I have colorful hair extensions, and they're supposed to be highlight extension. And so when you want a few strands of just fun color, I use them just as hair extensions because I'm always down to go with color in my hair but I try not to dye it too much. I do want to dye my hair blonde. That's ultimately. But yeah, because I feel like I try to keep it with a natural, either blonde look. And right now my hair is my natural hair color is kind of this really dark brown. It's super, super dark. But it's honestly really good. I feel like this is And so yeah, the second question that I'm answering is, what is your least favorite part about your job or your career? And this one is kind of an easy answer, because in the sense that not like the worst thing, but sometimes it can be like really annoying. Well, there's kind of two answers, which when I come up with an idea and then like put it out there, and the fans really love it, and then it ends up being something that's not taking my career the way that I want it to. And in this case, Beans and Star. Both of them were great YouTube characters. I loved doing them. They were funny. They brought a lot of entertainment. And who knows, I might pull out the character one last time to do a goodbye video, but probably not. But yeah, like that honestly can be annoying, because then it's like really hard to make that change knowing that it's doing really good for your career or my career, and then sorry, I got the hiccups. Thought that might get rid of them, but it didn't. But yeah, it can be annoying in the sense that it's really hard, because then everyone like has to like also say bye, but at the same time, like that can just be annoying. But also the other thing that I had in mind is when and I have to film a video, because that's part of my career. Like that's the thing that I feel like Belle and Skylar, and actually a lot of people don't understand, is that usually if I don't film that video, everyone could unsubscribe. Everyone could hate me forever. Or because I didn't do my job of filming the video. It's a career, it's a job. You have to do it, or else you don't get the award, So yeah, another thing. But yeah, like at the same time, like there's days when I'm watching YouTube or TikTok, and I'm like, you have to get up and go film. Even though I kinda don't want to, I just want to stay like watching TikTok and YouTube. I think you can relate to that. When TikTok gets you sucked in, and then you just end up keep watching it when you have other things to do. In my case, film. So yeah, like that situation, but for the most part, I love my career, and there's nothing I would change about it. It's heading on the right track. So the next question is, what is one thing that you did but you regret and wish you could go back in time and tell your past self not to do it? This one is very easy, very obvious. Beans and Star. Sorry, I'm checking something. But yeah. And, but like, I honestly don't regret anything. The next, like, honestly, other than being the star, I don't really regret anything. I feel like also there is, well, I wouldn't say that. I would say there's not much that I regret because there is stuff sometimes. And like, I made so many videos that are the most boring thing out there. Like, literally, it's just me talking for like like the entire video. It's just me talking. But then there's also like at the same time I gotta consider, or like it's kind of the thing that like I regret but I don't because like if I didn't do all of that, maybe I wouldn't be here now. Like, but at the same time, if I didn't do all of that, maybe I wouldn't be here now. And meaning, I could be so much farther in my career, probably. Sorry, I'm just drawing like a little like beaded thing, and I'm just. But yeah, like it can be good, like in the sense that like maybe if I didn't do those things, I could be a lot farther in my career. But it can be bad in the sense that if I didn't do those things, I could be a lot less and not be where I am now. All just depends on how you look at it. The next question is has there ever been a time when you thought about quitting because you saw, for any reason essentially, but primarily because you saw that you weren't getting very far? This is an easy no. Like, I never thought about quitting. Like, and there's definitely been times when it's been hard and it's been challenging and it pushed me down a little bit and made me a stronger person and then made myself get back up. But like, because like, as hard as it is, like everyone says, like I watch so many YouTube videos on how to grow your channel, how to get more successful, all of that. Like, and so many people say like, I don't focus on the numbers, because then you're just gonna get down when it goes down, and you're getting that side when it goes down. Like, just don't focus on the numbers unless you hit like 1,000,000 subscribers or something. Like, something like massive. And the truth is with that, as hard, everyone says that, but most of the time I'm pretty sure they're lying. No offense to those YouTubers, but like, from my personal experience, that's not the case, because again, like, I only have 58 subscribers, and I'm thankful for that. Like, that's good. Like, it could be so much worse. I could have 1 subscriber, but like, so I'm not complaining in that way, but like, because of that reasoning and because the numbers are so low, it's really hard to not focus. Anytime I click on my channel page, that's what I see first. So, as sad as it is also kind of a good, like, it's one of those things that, like, you just can't control, and that the numbers are always going to be in your head, whether you want to or not. The next question is has there ever been a time when you've been over the top excited with your career and you wanted to cry with happiness? Yes. My dance career and there's just been so many times. Just when I started, I was so happy. Sorry, I'm stretching while doing this. So yeah, in the sense that my career is just amazing and I love it so much. The next question is, what is your favorite thing about your career or thing that you do in your career? Is it singing? Is it acting? Is it performing, dancing? What is it? That one's a tough one. That one's honestly tough. But I feel like if I had to absolutely answer, I think my answer would be interacting with the fans. Reading your guys' comments, your guys' DMs. I'm doing live streams and I'm seeing seeing the live chat and that sort of stuff makes me the most happy. I love when I see that you guys are liking the content and it just makes me really happy. But I love everything. But if I couldn't pick that, I don't really know what I would pick. Because it's all just so fun. It's all so fun. The next question is, what can we expect from your music career? So I have a bunch of songs launching. So in 14 days, I Wish I Would Have Told Him Sooner is launching. And then, April, let me find the actual date because I'm setting it in my calendar. Okay. Okay. But April 2nd. And so mark it in your calendar. April 2nd, I have an awesome song coming out. And it's just a really great song. And also, yeah, that's a really great song. Also, mark in your calendar for March 25th for I Wish I Would Have Told Him Sooner. And I'm really excited that so many people are going to be watching the video and the music video because I posted a thing on my Instagram of where you could vote. So it's kind of are you going to watch I Wish I Would Have Told Him Sooner? And the options were yes, no, and maybe. And one person, they actually DM'd me, they pressed no, and they said, I'm sorry, I meant to press yes, and I'm it's cool. But, so many people are gonna, be watching it. One person pressed no, and I'm very upset about that. Because, no, I'm, it's fine if it's a fan, because, they'll eventually maybe watch it, but, it's a family member, and, I'm actually putting hard work into it, and it's kind of if you're gonna not watch it, that's kind of sad because I thought of all people they would, but it is what it is. And I'm not saying that I expect my family to watch it, but at the same time it's the biggest song that I ever done, and it's the biggest video on my channel, or that's gonna be on my channel. for a little while. Then eventually I'll probably come up with more, but like it has its own sticker, which I'm gonna actually show you a photo of some of the merch design because that is launching soon. I posted it on my Instagram like not too long ago, so wait, that's the video. Is that all that I have? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so we got we got the You Are Born to Dance. You're a shining star. Something like we got like 4 of the designs there. There's so many fun designs and I love all of them. Like I don't have a favorite. But with the merch, I am gonna tell you that right now, quickly explain it to you. We have a bunch of designs. Tomorrow we are making probably one more design. And we're doing it in 2 different categories. So the individual ones, and then there's ones that are a special collection, and it's the dance collection. And it's really, really cool. Because like the dance collection, like I love it so much because it's none of them are like pictures of me, but they're designs that I created, and so it's like really cool. Like there's the Born to Dance one, and that one. Here's the thing with that one. After I made it, and I went like, this is funny because I never say anyone's born to dance in the sense that like you gotta work for that word. You can't just like, I trained for 5 minutes and expect to hear that from me. But I want it to be a design still because it's nice when they get to read something encouraging, and maybe that will get you to the level where when you send a video or tag me in a video of you dancing, which by the way, I love seeing the videos, so if you ever like film an Instagram video, please tag me. Andy Forever. And I will be liking all of them, commenting on all of them, rating them like, yeah. So yeah, but I have an album, the next album song actually launches really soon. It launches in April 4th. April 4th, the next album song launches, and then April 10th, the second album launches, even though we're not done with the first album. But I wanted to launch a second album, which is going to have 14 songs, 14 awesome songs, and they're really encouraging, and I love all of them so much. Peace.